June 15th, 1948, the Autobahn to Berlin was closed for repairs. June 18th, currency reform for western sectors of Berlin was announced, and all west-east road traffic was halted. June 21st, 1948, barge traffic to Berlin is halted. June 26th, 1948, newspaper headlines throughout the world carry two new words: Operation Victuals. 1 year and 2 months later, on the site of the first phase of the gigantic Berlin Airlift, some 2,000 officers and men of Wiesbaden Military Post gathered to pay tribute to the names of those held in Memoriam. 31 names of gallant American men who gave their lives to further world peace. Before the combined Army, Navy, and Air Force reviewing stand, Lieutenant General John K. Kennan, Commanding General United States Air Forces in Europe, Brigadier General R Updegraf, Commanding General Wiesbaden Military Post, Dr. James R. Newman, Director, Office of Military Gov't for Hesse, and Troop Commander Lieutenant Colonel James H. Starbuck inspect the troops. This review marks the renaming of streets at Camp Lindsay with the names of those men who made the supreme sacrifice, ferrying critical supplies from air bases in the western zone to the blockaded city of Berlin. The bearers of the wreath, symbolic of the unification of the three services, whose close cooperation made the airlift successful. For it was with the Army, Navy, and Air Force that the big task of carrying the torch of liberty to the beleaguered peoples of Western Berlin began and ended in the grateful eyes of freedom-loving peoples everywhere. As the world looked to the end of the airlift as a step further toward world peace, it was only fitting that the three services, represented by the Commanding General of the United States Air Forces in Europe, place a wreath in memoriam to the names of those never to be forgotten. Names like Major Edwin C. Diltz, Captain Billy E. Phelps, First Lieutenant Ralph H. Boyd, Second Lieutenant Donald J. Lehman, Tech Sergeant Charles L. Putnam, Sergeant Richard Winter, Aviation Machinist Mate Third Class Harry R. Kreitz, Jr. Names that will live as a burning symbol of Operation Victuals, and those of many that today are paid homage by this review. The 686th Air Force Band lead the officers and men of Camp Lindsay past the reviewing stand. Headquarters and Headquarters Squadron of the 7100 Support Wing, the Administrative Corps for the Wiesbaden Military Post. Flight C, 7111 Motor Vehicle Squadron. Among the many men with whom the task of moving supplies overland to the airfields and the waiting planes proved an essential phase in the overall operation of the airlift. The 7112 Supply Squadron, supplying the men who supplied the lift. The 7125 WAAF Squadron, members of the Air Force community, a proud and gracious organization that has earned respect and thanks of those men who flew the planes. And so it is written in the words of freedom-loving peoples everywhere. To these names, never to be forgotten, go the hopes, the prayers, the peace of those who live. May they forever rest in memoriam.